Hello guys, we're back at Structure and this time we're coming for another bench session today. So plan for today, we're going to build up to a heavy free rep maximum on pin presses. That's going to be the first exercise we're going to do. Again, we're trying to build that lockout power as this one, and then for the other second day we're going to do, next week we're going to do off the chest power. Then going to do the isometric curls again, and we're going to do some incline close grip presses as well. So that's mainly what we've got planned today. Obviously got the accessories in there as well. So I do hope you enjoyed the video guys, and we'll get going. Right then guys, first thing seen here is a 140 on the pin press. We're actually doing a relatively low pin press, so we're working about the top 3/4 of the lift. And we're starting here with 140. We did work up to 140. Now pin press, a lot of people like doing like a really high pin press and just working that tiny bit of the lockout so they can lift a really heavy weight. Doing pin press like this actually makes it a lot harder at this height. The reason for that is there's no elastic response from your muscles. So when you're bringing the bar down, you're doing a normal bench, all your muscles are tightening up. I like to think of it like a spring, and that spring can then coil and help you to lock out the bar. Doing the pin presses like this, obviously it removes it because you're pushing it from a dead stop position. Here we are doing 150, again going for 3 reps. First one was okay. Second one, you can see I'm trying to build all that power up from a static position. That's why you might get some pain in your shoulders if you do a lot of pin pressing. Plate falling off there, so I do just stop to check what that was. And then get ready to do the third rep. Just have to get myself set again. Another thing you can find with pin press is the bar can roll off quite a lot, so it's not in a position you want it to. So I'd always take the time to make sure the bar's in the right position. And there we go, locking it down. Decided to leave it there at 150, quite happy with that. And then we went on to some isometrics. Again, isometrics, I honestly can't tell you how good these are. We did move the pins up slightly for this, so we're building the power up from just off the chest, which is a really good place to do it. So this is about halfway up the lift, I'd say, maybe a little bit lower. Common place for having sticking points. Usually if you can break through this point on the bench press, you are going to be able to lock it out. So it's a really good place to do your isometrics. And I can't tell you how much I'd recommend putting these into your lifts. We're then doing the close grip incline. So we're starting off with the pins. We're then rolling it up onto my chest. So when the bar is coming down, it is touching the pins and my chest at the same time. So we did 8 sets of 3. This was the first set. This next one is the last set of the 8. Now what we did on this one is did AMRAP, so as many reps as possible, which we was aiming for basically anything over 3 I would have been happy with. Managed to get 6, you'll see on this. Couldn't get the 7th one going. Now this is a really good exercise for building that speed off the chest. If you listen to people like Dave Tate, one of his favourite exercises to do close to comp, because it improves that speed off the chest so much. So I really recommend doing these. If you've got an incline bench in your gym, much easier to set them up than trying to do it in a rack. I do prefer doing it off the pins in the rack and then, like I say, rolling it up to my chest. But you do want to make sure it's touching your chest all the time, even if it's touching the pins at the same time as well. Then go over to one of my favourite back exercises, which is the Pendlay row. We did 3 sets of 3, 110 kilos. Form maybe not absolutely perfect in this, but we're getting to like that maximal strength. We then go to an exercise that you probably wouldn't expect to see like a powerlifter doing, and that is pull-ups. I really like pull-ups, really good exercise for the lats. Did 3 sets of 5. Yeah, really enjoyed doing them. We then come on to some single arm rows. I believe we're doing 40 kilos here. Again, everyone knows single arm row, great exercise. One that you can do, anyone can do as well. You can really scale the weight up on as well. 3 sets of 8 on each arm. Again, just really good exercise to put in. When you're benching, obviously one of the main things that you want as a bencher, in the words of Julia Maddox, is a big back. So the stronger your back is, the better bench you're going to have. And then we're going on to some tape press, really pushing the weight here. We just did 3 sets of 5. I believe 20 kilos. Again, just really trying to push that tricep strength for when we come to the bench. Tape presses, again, I love working at that lockout part of the tricep that you use for locking out your bench. Again, highly recommend putting these into your training if you haven't already. And now we're just coming on to do a little bit of tricep exercise, getting that blood in the triceps, bit of size in the triceps. I find that if my triceps are bigger, as in the size of the muscle is bigger, it helps on my bench. It doesn't, doing tricep pull downs isn't actually going to give you a lot of tricep strength, passes over to the bench, but I find if the muscle feels and looks bigger, I feel more secure in the bench press. So that was the last exercise we did for this seconds day. We've got one more heavy bench session left, another second bench day with a deload, and then it's comp time. So I hope you're enjoying this series, guys. There's a lot more to come from the road to 190 kilos. A long way still to go, but I hope you enjoyed. If you are, remember to like, subscribe. If there's anything you'd like to see in the videos in the future, do leave it in the comments. There's a link below to if you want to book any PT sessions to me, online, programming, one-to-one, it's all available. If you do have any questions, like I say, leave them in the comments or come over to my Instagram, iron_personal_training, and ask me any questions on there. I'm always happy to answer anything you have. So guys, I will see you in the next one, which will be the last heavy bench day before comp. See you soon.